Number 3. Philip Chism. A tragedy unfolded that would forever change the lives of many. It was October 22, 2013. Philip Chism, just 14 years old, was a new student at Danvers High School. He had recently moved from Tennessee, and like many teens, he was struggling to fit in. Colleen Ritzer was a beloved math teacher known for her dedication to her students. She decided to stay back and teach after school, hoping to support her students in need. After classes ended, security footage captured Colleen exiting the classroom at 2:54 p.m. and Philip behind her. She makes her way towards the school bathroom where she would be last seen. Philip, following behind her, is seen putting on some gloves. Inside the bathroom, Philip would attack Ritzer with a box cutter and proceed to sexually assault and rob her. Just 11 minutes later, Philip is seen leaving the bathroom in a hurry. He grabs a recycling bin and is seen walking to the bathroom to dispose of Colleen's body in the nearby wooded area, attempting to hide the evidence of his crime. The whole murder took 26 minutes. Philip would later be seen at a movie theater buying tickets and going to a store. As the hours passed and Colleen failed to return home, concern grew. The security footage quickly drew attention to Philip Chism. Philip Chism was arrested that same day. During police questioning, he confessed to the crime. The autopsy revealed that she had been stabbed multiple times, with the cause of death determined to be blunt force trauma and multiple stab wounds. She sustained several deep stab wounds to her neck and abdomen, and there were signs of sexual assault. In July 2016, Philip Chism was found guilty of first-degree murder, sexual assault, and other charges. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for 40 years. Number 2. Jessie Kempson. Grace Mullane was born in 1996 in the small town of Wickford, Essex, England. From a young age, she exhibited a vibrant spirit and adventurous nature. After completing her studies in marketing, she embarked on a journey to explore the world for a year before returning back home. In late 2018, 21-year-old Grace decided to take a solo trip to New Zealand. She arrived in Auckland, where she was excited to connect with fellow travelers. Little did she know, her adventure would take a tragic turn. On December 1, 2018, Grace was using a dating app called Tinder when she matched with 26-year-old Jessie Kempson. At around 5:45 p.m., they both agreed to meet in the city for a couple of drinks. Their initial conversations flowed easily, and Jessie's charm captivated her. The pair spent the evening together, vising various of bars, and continued drinking throughout the night. At one point, Grace decides to message one of her close friends that she was on a date with the manager of an oil company who lived in a hotel. This was followed by the message, "Cocktails all round." She also told her friend she clicked so well with Jessie. This was the last message she ever sent. As the night progressed, around 10 p.m., Grace decided to accompany Jessie back to his hotel room at the Sky City Grand Hotel. However, what started as a promising encounter took a sinister turn. The events that occurred from the moment Grace first stepped into the hotel room, we will never know. In the early hours of December 2nd, a horrific act occurred. Inside Jessie's hotel room, 308, he would murder Grace. Without feeling any remorse or guilt, just after 8 a.m. the next morning, he messages another woman he matched on Tinder, in which they agree to meet later on in the day. To attempt to get rid of Grace's body, Jessie proceeds to purchase a suitcase and is seen taking it back to his apartment. He then takes a taxi to pick up a rental car to transport Grace's body to the wooded area. At around 9:30 p.m., he is seen entering his hotel elevator with large suitcases using a cart and loaded the suitcases into the car. The next morning, he would buy a shovel, wash the car, and dispose of Grace's belongings. On the 5th of December, Jessie was asked to come in for questioning by the police after they discovered he was the last person to see her.
How did the evening pan out?
Yeah, pretty good.
We actually don't know if she's been murdered or not yet. She may be alive and well.
Okay.
But she might also be dead. Okay? And it could be that you've done it.
Jessie Kempson provided a variety of statements that were often inconsistent and evasive. Initially, he denied any wrongdoing, claiming that Grace had died accidentally during a consensual sexual encounter. He suggested that she had choked during an act of intimacy.
Hey, I just want to ask a question. Am I being arrested for something I didn't do?
You haven't been arrested, mate.
Oh. Oh. I was like, holy shit.
Police found bloodstains on the bedding and the carpet within Jesse's hotel room. It was also found that Jesse attempted to clean the stains from the carpet and was seen purchasing cleaning products from the store. Jesse claims that Grace had a nosebleed as a result of the pressure he applied to her neck from being intimate. Investigators also discovered searches on his devices related to murder and how to dispose of a body, indicating premeditated intent.
Did you kill Grace Mullane? Okay. Jesse Kempson, you're under arrest for the murder of Grace Mullane.
The suitcase was discovered by police on December 8, 2018. It was found in a wooded area near the Waitakere Ranges, not far from Auckland. When conducting the autopsy, Grace had deep bruising on her neck, as well as her upper left chest, arms, and elbows. Grace Mullane's cause of death was determined to be manual strangulation. She had died from pressure applied to her neck, which indicated that her death was a homicide. Jesse Kempson was arrested on December 8, 2018, and was found guilty of her murder on November 22, 2019. He was subsequently sentenced to life in prison, with a minimum non-parole period of 17 years. Number 1. Missy Bevers. Missy Bevers was a beloved fitness instructor and mother of 3, known for her vibrant personality and dedication to her community. Born on August 10, 1970 in Texas, Missy was passionate about health and wellness, often sharing her enthusiasm for fitness with her clients and friends. She was deeply involved in her local church and was admired for her commitment to family and community. On April 18, 2016, the night before her murder, 45-year-old Missy Bevers notified her students that the fitness class would take place inside the church instead of the usual location in the church's parking lot, due to bad weather. Early on the morning of April 18, 2016, she was last seen on surveillance footage entering the church at 4:18 a.m. as she prepared for her class, which was scheduled to begin at 5 a.m. Just after the class was supposed to start, one of her students arrived at the church and tragically discovered Missy's body. The police quickly launched an investigation, seeking to uncover the events leading up to the fateful morning. Missy Bevers was discovered with multiple puncture wounds to her head and chest. A police warrant indicated that these injuries were consistent with tools the suspect was carrying throughout the building. While the police did not confirm the exact murder weapon, a hammer was found near her body, along with other tools. During the early stages of the investigation, law enforcement reviewed the church's surveillance camera system. Although the cameras outside the church were not operational on the day of the murder, the internal cameras were working, allowing detectives to recover crucial footage from inside the building. Surveillance footage recorded around 4 a.m. shows a figure of unknown gender and identity moving through the hallways of the church. The suspect was seen breaking glass and trying to open doors along the corridors. Dressed in what appeared to be a full SWAT-style outfit, the individual wore a police-marked vest, a black helmet, and black gloves. At that time, Missy Bevers was in the process of carrying her exercise equipment from her truck into the church when she likely encountered the suspect inside. Initially, investigators presumed the suspect to be male. However, they later revised this assessment, noting that the suspect's gait seemed feminine, while still acknowledging that the individual's sex could not be definitively determined. The investigators also observed the suspect's unique walking style. They appeared to walk slowly and may have difficulty moving their right foot or leg. Unfortunately, the identity of the person in the surveillance footage has not been officially confirmed. In December 2016, new surveillance footage from the parking lot became public. The video shows a vehicle of interest entering the parking lot on the same early morning as Missy's murder. The driver exhibited strange behavior, circling the lot, flashing the headlights randomly, and then parking in a secluded area for a few minutes before leaving. The store where the vehicle is circling is located close to Creekside Church. Authorities have not been able to identify the driver, nor have they confirmed whether the vehicle is connected to Missy's murder. The case has generated numerous tips, but there were very few credible leads. 9 years later, Missy's murder is still unresolved.